Say about 70 degrees for about 4 days in a row.
I can help you.
And Bob is here.
Get these papers out. I'll have more papers. Don't do anything.
We'll call the Village of Mount Sterling Council meeting for March 28th, 2022 to order. With roll call, please.
David?
Here.
Bill?
Here.
Joyce? Here. Becky?
Here.
Rob?
Here.
Andy? Here. All's present.
Okay, Dave, you want to lead us in prayer?
Lord, thank you for another wonderful day, Lord. And Lord, be with the village tonight and all the citizens. And Lord, be with our mayor and the council and our law enforcement, Lord. Be with them. And also, Lord, don't forget the people that's in Europe right now, in the Ukraine. Be with them now, Lord, and touch them. And Lord, help the ones with the virus. In Jesus' wonderful name, amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve meeting minutes from a council meeting held on March 14th, 2022.
Have that motion?
Okay, is there a second?
Second. Okay. David, Joyce?
Roll call?
David?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
All right, mayor's report. I don't have much this evening. Do want to send out two belated birthday wishes. One to Andy, who had a birthday last week, and Jeff, our Parks and Rec guy, who also had a birthday last week. So kudos to them. Happy birthday. President Pro Tem report. Andy.
I don't have very much other than I think the committees will have a fair amount, and we look forward to getting a lot of stuff done in April. It's happening, so spring is here, and we're ready to rumble. That's my report.
Okay. We don't have any public comment at this time or executive session. That takes us to department reports and sheriff department report.
All right, if you guys are sitting in here with me, I got my balls, and it is the balls. I don't know if he's gonna talk or not, but you got the report in front of you. Does anybody have any questions on that? And Becky, was you gonna touch on the drug take back?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. The sheriff's office will be doing the annual drug take back. That's Saturday, April 23rd, right here behind Town Hall, 10 to 2. So if you got any unused medicines that you need to get rid of, bring them up and we'll take care of them. Sheriff?
Good evening, everybody. I know there's some new faces here. I just wanted to stop in. I know it's far and few between when I can make it now, and my daughter had a softball game that was canceled tonight. I worked a little late in the office, and I thought what a good opportunity for me to stop in for you guys to meet me. I'm John Swaney. I'm your sheriff. I've been in Madison County for over 20-some years. I started as sheriff in 2019 and started my first term. And just wanted to stop in and give you guys a chance, opportunity. If you guys had any questions or anything of me while I was here this evening, we're kind of open to you guys. Want to be seen, so.
Does anybody have any questions?
Thank you.
Hey, John, I want to congratulate you guys. I've read about it in the Messenger about the big drug raid you guys had in Madison County here and broke up, was it one big ring of them or?
Well, yeah, that was one of them. That's probably the third time. We're still working actively throughout the county. We just want to make sure, whether they're large and some of them are smaller, some of them are larger. Whether what size they are, I just want people to know that if you do that activity in Madison County, we're going to make it comfortable for you.
It's good to know, though, that you're breaking them up. It makes you feel better knowing it's going on, and I appreciate that.
Keep watching. Thank you.
Law director's report. Did you have you?
I do not.
Okay. Utilities clerk, Misty.
Okay, just to report that the bills will be going out tomorrow.
Great.
So people should receive them, if not tomorrow, the next day. The post office is really good. I'm talking I assume they all are, but right now I'm talking about the London post office is where I take the bills. a lot of people, they don't realize that. I guess our post office can't handle the bulk mail anymore. It's one of the reasons I was told, we can't take them out of there. So anyway, they're very quick to get them out. If you don't receive one, just give me a call. Leave a message if you get my voicemail, and I'll get you a copy right out. So, I'm trying to think what else is there. As always, working on delinquents, it's a constant battle with the collections. Again, as we mention every single meeting, there's assistance over at the county. The information's out, there's some information out here on the, in the pamphlets. Email me, text me, call me, I'll be happy to get that information. We're waiting on around, what was it? Oh goodness, around $2,400 from them. So, I mean, they're paying, they're happy to help people, that's why they're there. And we do have other delinquents, including one that we need one of the sheriffs or somebody in your group to deliver a notice to, so we can start the process with the putting a lien against the property. So that's included in, it's about $7,500 delinquents, and that large one's included in that as well. So again, I think that hopefully we can talk about it again at the water meeting about possibly getting a meter or two that for the constant, I guess, reoffenders. I'm not sure what the, sounds kind of harsh, but the people that were constantly on every single month of, trying to collect the monthly payment, purchasing meters that we can turn off, from the computer. And they're ones that's hard to get into their home as well, so. Anyway, I think that's about it.
Hey, Missy, is the new water meters, there's getting a lot more in the area now, or they're going to get them in now, or?
It's a slow process. Right now, we're kind of at a slow pace because there's issues with the ones that's left. I mean, we've replaced hundreds of them, but right now, the ones that's left, the guys either need to learn how to use a freeze kit, or they're, valves that need replaced, so we need the back truck out to do those. Or if they're in a basement, to replace those, they really need to know what they're doing with the freeze kits, because it can make a mess in someone's home like that. So kind of difficult situations, but the ones left are the ones that's a little problematic.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have a question,
Oh,
please.
yep, nope,
It's
sorry.
okay. Were you able to put the website on the water bills for the cleanup,
For the cleanup day?
for the cleanup day?
Yeah, they'll be printed early in the morning before even the start of the day, so that way I can get them to the post office, so
Okay.
they can, get them out tomorrow. So that will be on there tomorrow.
Fantastic, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. It fits just perfectly on there. I already tested it.
Good.
Okay, thank you. Zoning and building, Christie for Tom?
So for February, we only issued a handful of permits. We had several zoning, we had a variance. Already for March, though, we've at least 4 times that already so far, and we've been told that down in Deer Creek, at least 20 of the lots are sold. That's what we've been told so far. And then we are also looking for an inspector. So I'll throw that out here.
Very good. Okay. Fiscal officer.
Okay, that would be me. I, however, always have something, right? Okay, so I don't have much to report, around the village. We are going to be assessing a leak, in the alley beside, Market Street and Main Street tomorrow, to identify the source of that water that's coming out. Our valve exercising program worked very, very well, so I appreciate everybody's patience. We didn't get a lot of complaints about no water, so that's good. They have been exercised, and that's a good thing. So we did almost more than half of the town we've done in the exercising, so
Cool.
that's very good on ours. We will be talking about getting the rest of those valves exercised and the equipment that we currently have right now here at the village, so.
Did everything go smooth basically
did,
then?
yep.
Good,
Mhm.
good.
Yep, we had to do some repairs on some, so it was better than expected, so that was good. And let's see, as far as the reports that everybody received, these are dated from March the 1st through March the 24th. I didn't get any comments or questions in regards to that. So I think as far as what I'm looking at, again, I always say the first quarter is probably the slowest. You know, revenues don't start coming in until the second quarter. So revenues, of course, if you look at the general fund, it is already above budget. We should be at 25%. We're currently bringing in about 33% of that for our general fund. And let's see, I know I always go for the higher ones. So as far as the water fund that we're showing here and the sewer fund, we're a little below that, but we haven't hit our large time, you know, when Misty says she sends out the bills and stuff. So we're at 18% on that. So if I didn't have any questions, I will go ahead and, a lot of people, I have been getting here recently because, as you know, every year I always elect the village to be set up in the RETA income tax collection program, where they send out letters to people that are delinquent. And I just want to make a comment that at the finance committee a year and a half or 2 years ago, you know, a lot of people that have not paid their income tax, they do get penalties and interest. So I just want to remind the people that that still is part of your bill in addition to your income tax payment. So please make sure that, you know, in the future that you don't get one of those, because the penalties and interest will be added to your bill. So people that live within the village, there is a 1% income tax. So just make sure that, you know, you're seeing that out of your employer paycheck. And again, I participate in that, so a lot of people have recently been getting some letters about their income tax. And I will say a lot of people are getting letters from RETA that don't live inside the village. So if you lived in here and then you moved, you're still responsible for paying that when you lived here. Okay, because some people say, oh, I don't live there anymore. You are still responsible from the time that you lived here. Okay, so I really want to focus a little bit more on that here once we get things settled down and, you know, checking households. So just be patient with that. So as far as that, I don't have any other questions unless council does. If I can ask for a motion to approve the appropriation status report, the revenue status report, the receipt listing report, the payment listing report, the comparison of budget and appropriated report, the cash summary by fund report, and the RETA report.
I'll give you that.
I'll second it.
So that was Andy, then Rob.
Roll call?
Bill?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And I will circulate these two pieces of documentation for your signatures, if I may. I think that's my report.
All right, committee reports, finance, Andy?
I don't have too much else to add to Courtney's comments, other than to say that I appreciate everyone who gave me feedback on our capital improvement program budgeting process. We went around and talked to just about everybody we could in the community who would let me darken their doorway. And I appreciate them taking time. Number one, they took time to actually give me feedback. But number two, the committee next week I've almost done rolling all that in, and the committee next week on April 6th will have an opportunity to take a look at that and then hopefully approve that, and it'll be on to council for further review. So I'm looking forward to wrapping that up. As a reminder, again, that is a requirement from the state. So we are on track to complete that and get that done, and I'm looking forward to it. It should help start prioritizing things in terms of investment. So thank you again for everybody who's had an opportunity to provide input, and I will talk to the committee on April 6th at 3:30 p.m.
Okay. Pleasant Township, David?
I don't have another meeting till April 4th at 7 o'clock, and we will be meeting again then.
Okay. Squad, Rob?
I was unable to make the last meeting due to illness. However, from what I hear, same issues with short staffing, trying to entice people to come, work for our squad. On a brighter side, though, Jenny Ladley, after 30 years of loyal service to Mount Sterling, will be retiring. They're having a retirement party for her this Saturday. So if you see Jenny around town, just congratulate her. I'm not sure if she's going into full retirement or she's going to come back and work part-time. But she's definitely earned, after 30 years, a little service to our village.
Okay. Very good. Fire, Bill.
Oh, actually, I'm not fire. Yeah, I am fire. Okay, yeah. I was thinking of something else. I don't know what, yeah. Well, we don't have another meeting till Thursday. So next council meeting, I'll let you know.
Water, wastewater.
I was
Becky?
thinking squad.
Yeah, you already got the report from Misty, but we'll have our next meeting April the 6th at 2:30, and we will have more to report at the next meeting.
Okay. Street, Andy.
Not much to report. We're getting vendors lined up for our street works for the spring and summer, so look for more to come on that. We're going to get a big crew out. And our next meeting on the streets is April the 6th at 8 a.m.
Okay. Parks and Rec, Becky.
Yep. So, the Youth League should be beginning their practice in a week or so. I don't know if they've gotten their background checks or contract in yet, but I know Jeff's at a meeting tonight with them, so hopefully we'll be hearing back the status on all that. And then another item out at the park, the Methodist church that has the daycare here in town reached out and wanted to know if we would be interested in donating the 2 wooden picnic tables that we have at Mason Park. So when we got the coronavirus money 2 years ago, we purchased new picnic tables. They're metal, and the benches that you see around town, and the picnic tables are 2 of them are over here, but most of them are out at the park. And we were my vision anyway, was to get rid of those 2 wooden picnic tables anyway. We had 3, one of them is broken and still needs hauled away. But the daycare center wanted to know if we would be interested in donating them so the kids could eat outside over at the church during daycare. So I was gonna make a motion tonight to see if we would be interested in donating those 2 wooden picnic tables to the daycare.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call.
Joyce,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Andy,
Yes?
David,
Yes.
and Bill.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you. And then we have several things on our agenda with Parks and Rec, but I've kind of touched base with everybody about those. But we will know a lot more. We're starting to get some feedback on some of the grants we put in for. We did find out that we're getting 72 helmets in one of our Put a Lid on It grants that we put in for. And then unfortunately, another one of the grants, the Global Youth Service Day money that we put in, there were 47 people or organizations that put in, and they only chose 15, so we were not one of them. So, but we have several other grants still out there in the works, so we'll keep you posted as we get information back. But our next meeting will be April the 6th is it at 6 or at 7?
I believe we did 7 last time. Or did we do
6?
7?
Nuisance is at 6.
Nuisance is at what?
6.
6?
So we did ours at
7 o'clock, okay, so 7 o'clock. And we do encourage, people to come out. Like I said, we have a lot going on, a lot of things to get planned for the summer events and things. So if you're interested in volunteering, come on out to that meeting. It'll be a great one.
7 p.m.
7 p.m., the 6th.
All right. Record of retention, Andy.
Not much to report. We haven't met yet, and we'll be meeting on April the 8th at 8 a.m.
Nuisance abatement, Joyce.
Thank you. We had another meeting with the nuisance committee last week. I wanted to just go over some things and make sure that the committee was all on the same page and in agreement of our direction as to where we're going for cleanup weekend. We will be changing the dates. The weekend's the same. We're just dropping the Friday. So the pickups for the community and the lawn care, et cetera, will be the Saturday, April 30th, and Sunday, May the 1st. Sunday is the day that I believe On Mission, the Nazarene Church, will be participating. And they have all of the information on their website as well. I think I said the mulch has been donated, flowers have been donated, or the money for the flowers, I should say. Dumpsters, water, and I believe granola bars have all been donated, okay? So that's moving right along. The sign should be made soon, hopefully by the end of the week.
No pressure, Meg.
No pressure. It's formatted, it's ready to go, it's just doing a few tweaks here and there. But I assure you, it'll be done and it'll be nice. So if there's no questions, the next meeting will be Wednesday, April the 6th, thank you, the 6th at 6 o'clock. Thank you.
Joyce, did you get your dumpsters donated yet? Do I need to reach out to Scott?
No, I'll talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah, we have one for sure.
Okay.
Pastor Phil was able to get a hold of
Masons?
Mason, and I'll get a hold of Scott. I say every day, don't let me forget to call Scott, and we forget, so, but
Okay.
he sees him every morning, so we'll take care of it, but thank you.
All right. Safety Block Watch, Bill?
Haven't, still yet, have not had a meeting yet. However, it's really starting to look up now. I'm hoping to have one, hopefully this coming Tuesday, in the early evening,
As in tomorrow, or?
as in next, no,
Okay.
I said this coming Tuesday, no, next Tuesday. Man, I should have stayed home.
Hopefully not too early of the evening.
I'm hoping 6:30 if we can. Keeping you in mind, Rob.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that is gonna be
Appreciate
what,
That
April
is
the
fifth?
5th?
It would be, yes.
Probably.
Okay. Planning and
Yes.
zoning, Andy?
We have skipped the meeting, so I'm gonna defer to our clerk on what the calendar looks like, because now
Yes.
we did not have a meeting last time, we didn't have any business pending, so we're not gonna hold meetings the whole meeting, so, do you remember offhand
Yeah,
which?
so the next meeting, we may have to change the Tuesday because the planning and zonings are on the first Tuesday of each month,
Okay,
first and third,
so that would
so
Be-
that would
What
be-
time?
be next week
6 o'clock.
at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
You could have it at 7,
Or,
you guys can hold your safety at 7.
What do you think, Nick?
Well, we can.
we can work it out, and we'll be
Okay.
posted on the website.
Yep,
Okay, we'll work it out.
okay, so just let me know, Bill.
No problem.
All right, that takes us to ordinances and resolutions. Ms. Brooker?
Okay, let's see. So we only have one resolution here. This would be on the second reading. This is Resolution 2022-02, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a renewal of the village's property and liability insurance. Second reading.
Is there a motion to put it on?
Have
the-
that motion.
Okay,
I'll second it.
That was David, Rob,
roll call?
Joyce,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Andy,
Yes?
David,
Yes.
and Bill.
Yes.
This is passed on the second reading.
Okay. That takes us to roundtable. Does anybody have anything for roundtable?
On Roundtable, on March 29th, we'll be honoring all the Vietnam veterans. It's National Vietnam Veteran Day, and they started this about 10 years ago. It was a group out of London that did this, and the Vietnam vets are now getting between the ages of 71 to almost 80 now. We don't realize, we look at them as the young soldiers. They're getting to be there, and if you know somebody served in Vietnam, shake their hand and appreciate what they did. That was one war that a lot of them came home and got spit upon and stuff, and to do that to the soldiers and stuff, but give them a little bit of respect and shake their hands.
Anybody else?
I have a couple things. I just want to give a shout out. The MP Scholastic Boosters just held their annual scholarship thing. You might have read about it in the paper, but they raised more than $20,000 over their previous high amount. And I know there's several community members, businesses, and organizations from Mount Sterling that did donate things. So I just want to thank everyone for that outstanding accomplishment. And then this Saturday, April the 2nd, from 10 to 3, the community center is having their annual spring bazaar. And they said there's over 50 vendors, crafters, so go out and support that. And then at the same time is the downtown businesses are having a shop hop. So it's a really good day. Who knows if it's going to be 70 or 30, but it's a good day to get out and, support your local businesses and entrepreneurs. And then David handed me a little flyer, but it was on my list to talk about too. Saturday, April the 9th is the Extreme Community Center Easter Jam, and they are having Easter events from 9 to noon. The egg hunt will start at 11, but they're doing all kinds of fun things. It says they're serving lunch, they're having a storyteller, all kind of fun stuff. So if you want to head over there, Saturday, April the 9th, that's going to be a fun day. And I did see on Facebook, in honor of Michael Starr, too, the following Saturday, the 16th, at the Mason Park, they're having an Easter egg hunt. So I'm not sure of the exact time.
I actually just tried to look it up, and I have 0 service in here.
Oh,
I knew
shoot.
this. I meant to write it down before coming in. I'll get with Caitlin and find out more specifics about that, but we had a pretty good turnout the first year that Michael, Caitlin put it on. I helped a little bit, but we've had Caitlin's had a lot of donations, a lot of people that pulled together the community, so where we can have that out there at Mason Park as well.
Yeah. And, yeah, I think that's all I had.
I have something. So I attended the dodgeball tournament that the
Did
community
you?
center had.
Did you play?
No,
Oh.
that was not happening. But my little one did in elementary. So I will honestly tell you, as the first annual, there was a lot of people out there, and I know Becky talks a lot about the American Legion. They also sponsored it. So they gave away T-shirts. There was like a trophy. Anywhere from little bitty kids, like 1 to 2 year olds, to as high as maybe 60-year-olds that were there. So,
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
there was a lot of people there. I mean, standing room, everybody was standing, balls were flying everywhere, and it was a really good event. We had a lot of little elementary kids that attended, but I think it will probably be an annual tournament. Everybody had T-shirts of their teams and stuff, and it was quite exciting. So
It's outstanding. That's the stuff we need more of in the
it was
community.
great.
Something for kids to look forward to,
Teach 'em,
just
get
something more
blasted
stuff
with
as a
it.
community to look forward to.
Yeah, and it was like, because at first, talking to Megan and stuff, she was like, I really just hope, because you know how it is, and Becky probably can attest to this too, is that, a lot of people, want to be inspired by that and say, oh, well, we're going to attend, and then, the turnout's not very good. So it was a little questionable there for a little while, and then she said everybody at once came in, and people from all over, like London kids were there, Madison Plains kids were there. I know, like some other, people that I've never seen, even at the shop hops and stuff that attended. So it was a good turnout. It really brought a lot of different people out. So it was pretty fun. Funny. I laughed the entire time. They're thrown against the wall. They've had some pretty hard arms, strong. So
On the event page.
it was pretty good.
Okay, anybody else?
I'm looking up real quick.
Did you want me to just keep talking?
Yeah, keep talking for 1 second. I was trying to find, something else I just saw today and I meant to tell. The motorcycle bunny is coming to town too. And that's gonna be on Saturday, the 16th. They said they're starting at noon in Era and they're headed to Mount Sterling, so it doesn't take long to get from Era to here on a motorcycle. So, the motorcycle bunny is coming on the 16th, and I was trying to find that, Easter egg hunt time.
Because people are actually looking forward to that.
Oh, here it
There were a lot
is.
of people that asked about that.
It is Saturday, the 16th at Mason Park at 11 a.m. So we'll try to put some of these things on our page. And I know the mayor's working on another newsletter with a lot of
Yeah,
events.
if you have anything, please get it to me this week. Please, please. And Wednesday is Doctor's Day, so if you are one of those people that really appreciate your doctor, give him a shout out. All right, if there's nothing else, we are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good evening.
Thank you. Yeah, she just told me, that's why I thought I'd share it with you.
Sorry, my pencil.
Got all that. I need to write it down.
Yeah,
And my phone, zero service. Like, this is like a geological audit.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? I don't have your birthday.
It's okay.
What is it?
March 19th.
I am so sorry.
Please
So
don't
Nick's
be.
gonna be,
March 19th.
Nick was back there waving, and I'm like, no.
I think so. I know Melanie.
Yeah, I meant, I've got,
She,
I think
I
I've
told
got